Good morning. It's great to have all of you here for the Medical Technology Innovation Symposium, jointly hosted by the Gordon Center and the Von Liebig Center. We're delighted to have all of you here because we think that the Gordon Center and the Von Liebig Center jointly help drive innovation on this campus and entrepreneurship and entrepreneurism on this campus, and at the same time leadership and leaderism, as you can read in an article by the now director of the Gordon Center, Dean Frieda Seible, because I'm the director in sabbatical now. Okay, so after 2.5 years of doing this, I decided it was time to take a sabbatical. And the reason I'm here today is actually to give a talk later, but it gives me great joy to welcome all of you, to welcome our first speaker, to welcome Ebony, and hand it over to Ebony directly because she will give you a little bit more of an overview and introduce the speaker as well. So thanks for coming and enjoy the 2 days you'll have with us here, or 1.5 days. I think medical technology is something that will drive innovation over the next decade, at the very least, in various different ways. And we'll hear a lot about the various different approaches that you will see and where you as engineers can contribute to this innovation. And so with that, I'll hand over to Ebony.
A little shorter than him. So, good morning. It's exciting to have all of you guys in the room. My name is Ebony Williams. I am the Managing Director of the Gordon Engineering Leadership Center and the fuel behind our program today. We're excited. I'm excited. So we picked medical technology innovation based on what Ingolf said. We think it's what's going to fuel what we do as far as innovation in the engineering and the sciences for a while. All of our speakers are probed here to give you some information about what currently is going on and hopefully inspire you to start thinking about what else can happen and what are the things that are possible. In your audience today are majority grad students with some faculty sprinkled in, which we appreciate you guys for being here and supporting our efforts. Without you guys, the grad students wouldn't have as much direction as they do to get the things done that they do. We have some professionals in the room. Almost a third of our attendees actually RSVP'd as professionals, so people who are in the medical technology and innovation field. So they should be able to answer some of our questions from campus about what is it like to have to implement the technology? What does it mean for us to get things done? And what will it be like if we choose not to stay on campuses and go out into the real world, and vice versa, what it would be like to partner with them. With that, I do want to give a few words about the Gordon Engineering Leadership Center. About 2/3 of the grad students who signed up, or maybe half actually, of the grad students in the room are a part of our program. The Gordon Engineering Leadership Center has been on this campus for officially 2.5 years. We're starting our full 3rd academic year. We have our 3rd cohort of students coming in, and that brings us to almost about 70 students who are part of our program. We've graduated about 20 at this point. And the students who participate in our program self-select to want to be developed in engineering leadership. They want to be who our speakers are today. The speakers that are on our list, we consider engineering leaders, so if I haven't told you that personally, we do. And our students are interested and engaged around wanting to connect with you. Our programming works at the graduate, undergrad, and professional level. We have programming for all of those levels. We offer engineering leadership courses on campus, as well as quarterly forums and workshops. Our forums bring some of the agenda you see today, think in shorter form. We bring a keynote speaker, we have a panel, we expect you to ask questions at those, we expect you to ask questions today, we expect you to network with one another and connect. This is how innovation will happen. I'm very excited about our agenda and things that are happening here with the Gordon Center, and we hope that you continue to participate with us, even if you aren't one of our scholars. A lot of our programming is open to you. Some motivational pictures for what we're getting into today. So our agenda, we're going to start off with Dr. Robert Matthews. I'll introduce him in a minute, but he's coming from industry. So what is industry doing in telecommunications? What are those types of things going on in the world? We're going to follow that right after that with our founding director, Ingolf Kruger, who you heard from, and he is going to talk about some of the innovations and his idea to incorporate, and that's partially why he's on sabbatical, but I'm not supposed to say that. And then lastly, we'll follow it off with a Professor David Go, who's actually taken a product to market and talk about what that experience has been, as well as where he is with the technology in the world. Then in the afternoon, we get into nano, some history about what nano is going to be doing for the world, where we came from to where we are today, what are the future potential innovations, and we have 3 speakers lined up to do that. And the final speaker will actually talk about merging the nanotechnology with other technologies to do that. Then we get to our an alumnus that we have in the room, and is going to talk about the cell phone being more important than your doctor, which is kind of fun, because right after that we have a doctor on the panel, so we'll see what they have to say. I'm definitely asking questions and instigating some things there. Just be prepared. Yes, yeah. But I think it'll be fun to see how we learn about the depth of where we are today, and then how people are using it in the world. And finally, we'll end the day with our classic panel. Excuse me right quick, I'm tired of the... with our panel, and the panel will be invited speakers. Definitely both our keynotes will be on our panel. Claude Benchamal has agreed to be on our panel. Yasher has agreed to be on our panel, but the other are invited to participate and hopefully be engaged. We have more chairs so we can put more people on stage. At least we have a base started. And our goal there is to actually talk about what are the challenges, what should we look for in the future, and what are we hoping that people in the audience put forth in the efforts to move this field forward. On the final day, after you've been inspired and motivated, we are going to have a commercialization workshop. So you will have thought of something that you want to create at the end of today, right, that you want to see in the world. And so someone, Mark Myers, I think he's already in the room. There he is, hi. Will give us a commercialization workshop, and we're actually hoping Mark joins the panel as well this afternoon, and tell you how this happens. What are the things that you should pay attention to? What are the steps that happen, so you can start to prepare yourself? And even if you're in industry, I know that sometimes you come up with things that the company may not want to go in that direction, or they want to do a spin-off. And Dr. Matthews will talk a little bit about what that looks like, because I think you're over one right now. Is that true? A spin-off for your company?
We've done a couple of them.
Couple of them, yeah. So we have a well experienced person. And then we'll end. Then we have another alumnus coming who took technology and is using it in a unique way to improve non-invasive surgery. And then we'll end with the end user. A lot of us consider ourselves the end user, the people who need the healthcare, but often the end user are doctors and the nurses. So what are they seeing, and how can we work with them to do better at implementing some technology? So with that, I'll take this time to now introduce Dr. Robert Matthews. And Dr. Matthews, I'm going to embarrass you by reading most of this.
I'll just leave
now. Dr. Matthews is the Chief Technology Officer of West Wireless Health Institute, which is right around the corner from here. In this role, he is responsible for providing strategic and technical leadership to advance the Institute mission of lowering healthcare costs. He brings extensive experience in research and development of state-of-the-art instruments and solving complex problems in health and care, humanitarian, and wellness industries. You can understand why we invited him to be the keynote. We definitely are looking at reducing the cost of healthcare today and solving the problems of the world as engineers. You want me to continue embarrassing you? I won't continue, and I'll allow for him to introduce himself or give you guys some more background, but I hope you guys help me extend a warm welcome to him and appreciate him for being here this morning. Thank you.